Hello everyone, welcome to Esoteric Ebb. We're continuing our adventure on a second day of our journey in Tolstad. Our cleric has a new helmet, a new place to sleep, and he is all prepared and ready to go and tackle this day. We are not gonna be able probably to check out those documents. They were available yesterday, not so much today, sadly, but we'll have to simply just do without them. Maybe we'll get something out of the angel right here. She wasn't too talkative yesterday, but on this day, who knows, maybe something's changed. Maybe he got into argument with the, what was it, Coin Master, I think was the title of that guy that's a boss. We'll see. Let's check. Behold is not gonna... Wait, we can behold again now? Does that reset every single day? So, it's interesting. Let's try again then. Well, that's not really anything to write home about, sadly. Well, we still can talk with her at the very least, so let's see what Etir has to say. Cities were an angel. The porcelain spectre does not turn to face you as you approach. She appears to focus on her work, a series of floating pieces of paper with her many eyes. Hi there, I'm the cleric, who are you? We kinda met yesterday, but whatever, you know, knowing how cleric is, it would be no surprise to learn that he is an amnesiac and that kind of receives the, I'm gonna call it boon of amnesia every single morning. I am Etir, she states to you, yet her mouth does not move. Telepathic communication. Not really an introduction, more of a checklist of etiquette. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. I saw you last night, right? Yes. Whoa, careful around this one, she's a charmer. The Celestial appears to focus on her work, a stack of many documents with her many eyes. We kind of noticed that already. There is no acknowledgement of your presence in her many eyes. She's avoiding eye contact in an effort to avoid conversation. None of them are looking at you. What are the odds? I'm busy. Busy with what? Notes. You need help with that? I do not require assistance, cleric. Constitutions, we can try. At the very least, it's DC 13, that's not that bad. Although, knowing our luck, of course I'm gonna check it. Of course I'm gonna try it. Who am I kidding even at this point? I'm trying... fuck. It wasn't... Oh, it was so freaking... so close. Sadly. Well, you clench. The angel's presence causing you to shake. The body does not hold. It cannot stand her overwhelming aura of divinity. Could be that she is a hot woman. Or the divine aura. Either or, really. Shake and also shiver. Cleric. I am busy. Move on. You must try again later. This is important. Well, it's locked right now, but I can use your shard. I have +2 apparently. I don't know. I kind of feel like trying it again. Yeah, let's do it one more time. Oh, let's go! This actually works this time. Now we're talking. You clench, you pause unnecessary bodily functions, and some necessary ones, like breathing. Then you focus on the goal, speech. Tell me about Earth. She stops writing. Get out of here right now, run! She mimics a sigh. The faded man god. Urf of Norvik. That's the guy. Yes. She leaves her hand pointing towards your chest. I serve his remnants. Dzieci smoków. Why is this suddenly in Polish? Is she Polish? What's happening? What is that supposed to happen? Celestial, meaning something akin to children of dragons. What the hell? Are angels in this game Polish? Are we angels or are we dancers? That's the question. No, what the hell? I'm really confused. I was for a second wondering if some kind of like localization options didn't suddenly get turned on. But, well, Dzieci Smoków. That's, at the very least I can pronounce that properly, since it's my native language. The term refers to how most humans were slaves to dragons for centuries before the Arcanists broke those chains. The dragons do not rule our fates anymore. The Celestial turns her head in your direction just a bit. I mean, she's kind of like, you know, like white and red, which is the colors of Poland, right? I uphold my honor through service to the Coin Lord. You should quit. Darrow really sucks. That's an option that I'm really tempted to take, but I am worried about it a little bit. I don't think I want to make an enemy of Darrow. I'm just gonna be like, sounds like a shitty job. Let's see what's gonna happen. A job. She turns back to her documents. I am unsure about many things, yet for now I serve, for good or ill. You've got an in. She's a fascinating creature. Ask her more. There we go. Now she will speak with you. For real. What do I actually know about Celestials? Yeah, let's learn a little bit about that. A gathering term for creatures born out of and from the Good Plains. There are many such creatures scattered across the coast. The only major civilization of Celestial is located in Divinitorum, the Golden Horde. I should keep talking to her. She is lonely, but her demeanor does not scream, please socialize with me. Well, some people have, you know, difficulties trying to socialize with other people. Doesn't mean that they cannot be lonely, or doesn't mean that they do not seek some kind of, you know, like, closeness with other people. So we will try, unless she will be, like, adamantly against us. Then we will, of course, stop. Will you join my party? You seem like a strong companion. But what about Snell, then? No, I am busy, Cleric. If you play cards right, anything's possible. Good, you are strong enough to carry this team. Snell actually does a lot. You should appreciate him more. I do appreciate him more. Oh, this is like the discussion with the strength, not with me. Okay, then. Because I do appreciate Snell a lot. Snell is cool. But yeah, the goblin, he means well, but he's just a bit of assistance, barely noticeable. Men were not meant to carry the world upon the shoulders, not alone. What do you know about the pale man in the morgue? She closes the book, floating before her. Avoid that creature. There's darkness there. Her halo spins erratically for a moment. I have been told to not interfere, both with the mortician and his helpers. The pale man's reputation is insane. What the hell is he? He is surely a powerful wizard in hiding. Huh. Did he have something to do with the tea shop? Not likely. Why? Visken has been a presence here for almost 4 decades, to my knowledge. During all this time, he's never caused any issues. Beyond that, Visken is also in tight cooperation with the Halfway Bridge tribe. Since they are the main drivers in this investigation, it would be strange if Visken was behind it. Although, if you find any evidence towards his involvement, let me know. Should I keep an eye on him then? If you wish. I suggest not engaging. Don't, you'll just get in trouble. Maybe if you play cards right, you can get something out of it. Like, the charisma is always like, oh, maybe you can play your cards right. I don't even have cards. How can I play them? Helpers. Mercenaries. Creatures who roam below. Dark spirits. They're unofficially sanctioned. None opposes their presence, for Visken keeps them in line. Another reason not to get in Visken's way. Do not engage them unless forced. Is he a wizard? Of course. At best, he's a weak arcanist. At worst, he's a powerful arcanist. A true arcanist would be fascinating. It is not impossible to imagine. But he seems like such a normal guy. Avoid Visken. Okay, good info, thanks. She opens her book again. Do not engage. That is my advice. What do you think about the goblins? What information do you require? How are they, you know, as a people here in Tolstad? Weak-willed and powerless as individuals. A creature that survives through reliance on the group and on greater creatures. That's not fair. They're really stronger than they look. I kind of like sympathize with goblins, to be honest, and I do think that they can do a lot of stuff and can be, you know, not even talking about the, you know, the lady dragon, but also about, you know, just the goblins by themselves, you know. Her eyes glance at you. I would describe humans the same way. She's calling you weak? Not okay. We are weak alone, strong together. I guess the same goes for, like, anyone, right? She nods slowly. But I do not see it as a negative. The voice softens. Humility and trust are important traits in all, for all. Guess she's a softie after all. Spoken like a true celestial, bound by selfless ideals. That is what I think. What else? Can I trust their chieftain? Lady Sageleaf is a powerful creature. Do not trifle with her or her pawns. Her behavior is clean and highly acceptable. However, she does meddle in dark actions when needed. She looks at you for a few seconds. Perform your duties and leave. That is my advice. What do goblins do here, just in general? We could also ask Snell, right? I'm not sure. Well, it's good to have accounts from different people, so that's fine. The goblins perform manual labors such as militia duty, construction, various public services, mail delivery, and manning many defensive perimeters in the city below. Over the last decade, they have taken up near all such posts on Tolstad. They are also overrepresented in crime statistics and are several times more likely to join and form crime syndicates than the general human and dwarven populace all across the city. This appears to be primarily due to segregated housing areas, lack of access to higher-paying jobs, and general cultural elements. The goblins are troubled with slowly integrating part of Norvik, from what I've observed. Feel awkward? Well, we will. It appears to be a highly politicized topic. I apologize if I've made you uncomfortable. She's correct. The goblins are troublesome indeed. Lady Sageleaf has clearly cleaned up Tolstad, but most of your other encounters with goblins have been rather unpleasant. Or perhaps the cleaning up has been the result of goblins being more welcomed in Tolstad over the past 10 years. Somewhat more welcomed. What did Urf expect when he led them into his city? That they would magically turn into model citizens? Grow 20 inches and turn pale? Idiotic. One does not mangle folk together like bricks. The blue one is correct. That is heartwarming too. Urf should obviously have magically re-educated each of the goblins into mindless servants instead. That would have been future-proof and efficient. Oh no. That is not very heartwarming. I have some other non-goblin related questions too. You have a very cool armor, yeah. Thank you. She's welcome. No, thank you. She just keeps working. Shit, I was hoping for, like, you know, having some kind of reaction out of her, but that's fine. Let's go further. Do you sit here all day or what? No, Cleric. That's fair. You're not really sitting. You're kind of floating. That is correct. When the coin lord does not require my services, I attend to the archives. From dawn to dusk, normally. Then I perform a patrol, as described in my service contract. A written declaration of an oath, often used when those involved don't have a trusted deity or higher power to swear on. Oh, okay, so like, if you cannot just be like, I swear to God, you actually have to have a contract. Wonder how much of a difference that is, honestly. Like, wouldn't you prefer a contract anyway? I guess I would, I think. Unless it's a magical, you know, oath, then that's fine. So you stay here all day, then you go out all night. Yes, I work, Cleric. Her kind do not require sleep. Can I come with you on your patrol? No, Cleric. You're unable to fly and I'm unable to carry you. Her, carrying you? The thought immediately causes you to steer. You cast fly once, it was not worth the investment. And you got sick while doing it. Poor Cleric, can't even fly. Sounds fun. Those feelings are very human. My service is to the coin lord. A truly great woman, commendable to the utmost level. Whoa, we can flirt with her. I know we have one date already set up, but, you know, we're not exclusive, right? We're not gonna get any kind of divine retribution for doing that kind of stuff, right? It's just innocent flirting. So I will attempt that, but I will say that I do not, by any stretch of imagination, recommend doing this kind of things. It's just because it's a game. You're an ethereal, yet also imposing woman. Imposing. Ethereal. Her telepathic voice gets dropped down several octaves. All the way down your back, your spine. DC 28. I know I have +7, but this is still impossible to be done. Maybe if we get something. Maybe if we get some kind of like items or something. I don't know. This is crazy. This is not doable at the moment, sadly. Never mind that, actually. Hermione stares at you for approximately 3.5 seconds. Then she says, okay. Well, if at any point in time we actually get to those levels of charisma that we can flirt with ethereal creatures, as it was clearly shown right now, we might come back and try again, but not right now. Definitely not right now. Okay, so that's everything in this place. We can go back and try to explore Tolstad and try as hard as we can to enter the freaking tea shop. Right now, that's a little bit problematic because the place is closed off and our, you know, our, what was his name? I forgot the name. Our boss is not really letting us go there. There are apples here. This feels like a fox and or grapes type situation. Can I get it? I can't reach from there. I don't wanna. I have enough apples right now. I don't need to immediately start the day with some kind of like injury this time, at the very least. Let's go and see what's happening in the city. Starting with maybe, let's check to the right. Were we there at any point in time? This is beautiful big gate. There is nothing here, I think, but I'm gonna check it anyway. Cozy spot. Look at that. Nothing is here as well, I think. Sadly, we cannot switch the camera around. No, we cannot. Okay, let's go from here. We have so many spell slots these days. That's so fun. I so love it. That we can finally like try stuff around. Not like we didn't try stuff around in the rest of the days, but is there anything here? This road leads into central post. You have no business there. Okay, we are not gonna go there then. Oh, actually, well, it's too late now. I was kind of thinking about talking with our boss about the documents from the dwarves, but it seems like that's not gonna happen. What's that? Oh, that's the post, right? I mean the sign. Street sign, can you look at it? Yes, I can. I need to check. What can it tell me? A command of magical ink. We kind of like did that already. Tolstad feed water lane view. Down the temple steps, across the circle square, through the garden tunnel, over the pillar crossing. That's. I'm not gonna freaking remember that. No way I'm gonna. We're just gonna have to like go there by some kind of miracle, I guess. Dwarven stone broken in half. Pure violence. There is some. Oh, there is a helmet. Another helmet is right there. I will need to go there and check what's happening. But first of all, we're gonna talk with this person, Miss Nearly. Interesting. Let's behold wisdom. Oh, thank God we had at least +1. Goblin cave. Another goblin. This one is looking to escape. To escape. Interesting. To escape from what? From this place? From this town? What can we take away? Flower crown. Amazing. It has +1 wisdom. I'm not gonna obviously steal it from her, but I'm gonna talk with her. You hear a tune dance on the cold Ascani winds. Melancholy. You see on the edge a goblin. She has a flower crown on top of her ruffled dark hair and is playing an exotic instrument. For a goblin to produce such a melody, the song, you yearn for it. I'm gonna listen for a bit. How those poor few dreams wrought in zeal and doubt, shepherds brought far to western shores, a hearty cradled by gracious river, then should be the blessed earth so cool and stout, raise a city from ruin, a home from night. Can we listen even more? Is this the same thing? I think it's the same thing, right? Yeah, okay, so she's gonna just play that over and over again, I think. We need to at some point to interrupt her, so we already have listened to her song twice. I think that's gonna be enough. The moment you open your mouth to speak, the goblin stops plucking her strings. Gah! She stares at you with wide eyes. Hey! Hey! Her frustration is palpable. She was about to berate you, but stopped herself. Afraid of the law? Hey! Hey, do I need to stop playing or what? You're scaring her. There are no laws against public performance in the Tolstad district. No, it was a good song. Ah, thanks. The girl is suspicious of you. Understandable. You feel sweat forming somewhere within your helmet. You try to keep your eyes off her instrument. What are you looking at? Why? Why is this happening? Like, I don't understand. I'm gonna keep staring and I'm gonna ask some questions, but I do. The rhythm, the tone, the general noise of it. You truly yearn for music. But do you have what it takes? Careful. Don't be awkward about it. DC 13 for Constitution. Well then, we are gonna try that. How is that gonna fail this time? It's not gonna. That's the answer. That's great. Oh, we have pluses from Lady Fair. Okay. Demand it, but softly, as to not overwhelm her. So no yelling. No yelling. Okay. Squat down to her level. That's very weird. That's not what I would like to do if I was in that situation. Huh? Your face is close to her as she attempts to look away. Whisper. Sing me a song, goblin. She carefully turns to face you with a blank expression. Lean even closer. Make it a good one. Jesus, why are we turning into such a creep right now? I don't normally take requests, she says, her face almost touching the front of your helmet. But I can make an exception. She plays a chord that gives you a deep sense of relief. You are not sure where it's from, but you know you've heard it before. As she intensifies, the music takes over. Your body starts to move. Jesus Christ, this is the most awkward social encounter in the game for now. I feel for that poor goblin girl so hard. Like, she was just playing her instrument, not interrupting anyone, and now she has this to deal with. By the time she finishes, you feel energized, fresh, even free. Well, we didn't need those HP. It was not worth it. Your legs stop moving and the goblin glares at you. You're pretty good. I am, thanks. Shoot her some finger guns. Pew pew! She gives you a look, the type of look that says, now will you leave me alone? This poor girl does not want you to bother her. Maybe you shouldn't. I do want to ask some questions, though, and then I'm gonna go away. Don't worry about it. About your flower crown, yeah? The goblin stares at you. No, I'm not gonna use the charm person to get that crown. Come on, what is it? Just some flowers I picked. Why do you ask? It's cool. I like it. Thank you. It took some time to bind them together. Why didn't you say the correct thing? Don't you want it? Breathe heavily and stare at it. I mean, you're here to talk with Lady Sageleaf, right? Yes. I owe her some money, rent money. Can you ask her to give me an extension? I just need to play a decent gig and then I can pay her. You're in money trouble. Not too bad, I've been in wars. Maybe a week. Yes. Convince her to give me another week to pay and I'll give you my flower crown. Then you've earned it. That sounds like a quest. I mean, sure. Can you grant me this quest? Okay. Good luck. A quest? But for some damn flowers? Well, it is a quest, okay, Strength? And a quest we shall undertake. Are you a local bard? Let's go back to questioning her. Wouldn't use that term. I'm just a player, a musician. Make my living in the taverns. Why not call yourself a bard? Because it would be weird. You don't go around calling yourself wizard, do you? She clearly does not know much about spellcasters in this city. But I am a wizard. No, I'm not. That would be weird. I am a cleric. The cleric, even. Right? You carry the weight and pride of a true cleric. 50 XP for that. We are just abusing that right now. She lets out a sigh. There used to be a ton of real bards in the Arcane era with real magic music, esoteric music. Nowadays it's much more rare. Though I've met a handful in various taverns, but not me. So no need to register me as a spellcaster or anything. I'm just a normal musician, thank you very much. There are indeed magical performers across the coast. They are not so rare if you know where to look. This is a very interesting conversation. How does one become a magical musician? Good question. I have no idea. Maybe you should do some research into that if you care so much. Maybe you should. Are bards always music-oriented? I've only met musician bards, but I've heard there are all kinds of spellcasting bards. There's the famous story about the playwright bard. Are there lots of cool bard-only spells? I don't know that, Cleric. Once again, I'm not a spellcaster. Okay, I've decided. I want to become a bard. Actually, I want to become a bard. Okay, sure. What kind of bard? A dancing bard. Oh my... A dancing bard it is. She sighs. Great. Good luck with that. Are you really supporting my bardic journey? She shrugs. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'm in full support of you becoming a bard, Cleric. Good luck. Is it a good living, being a not bard? She gets a look of disgust on her face. No. You don't want a good living? Of course, it would be sweet. But that's not really how things work out here. She holds resentment, constraint. I'm an artist. I get enough to keep working on my tunes. Not a crown more. Sounds like a bard to me. She's a bard, let's be honest. She's just really careful about not being associated with magic users. What's the wooden thing you're holding? It's an instrument? Is that helmet on backwards? Rude, it's not. To be precise, it's an Elysian lute. It's said to act as a tiny portal to the Fey realm when plied just right. Wow, that's an amazing instrument then. And also very dangerous. It sounds dangerous. Can I try? No. Please? No. She's annoyed now. Great, keep pestering her. Awesome work. I have some other questions. Well, I'd really like to try the instrument though, but I understand that she doesn't want to give it to me. Considering that it's already cracked, if you can take a look at the instrument right now, you will see that it's a little bit damaged. Probably an old instrument. What was that song? That's just an old folk tune. You never heard it? No. People request it all the time. It's one of those gotta knows, you know. When do you play? Oh, you want to come listen? Not quickly. To be honest, I'm like of the mind that if you enjoy music and artists, then you should tell the artists that you enjoy their work because, you know, it's just good manners, I feel like. Also for the artists, it can be a big difference. Like some artists are really, they don't really believe in themselves. So like being nice to them, I'm talking about artists as if they are, you know, some kind of different, I don't know, species. Just normal people. But they also require some, you know, goodwill from time to time, as we all do. How fun. I'll play at the Drunk Sphinx tonight. If it goes well, I might put on 1 or 2 more shows before the election. You can show up if you want. Please tip me if you do. Are you really a goblin? Let's ask about that. What gave it away? Tell her she's good at playing. It was a nice tune. You're playing quite well. And a goblin usually wouldn't, or what? Don't put words in my mouth. She scoffs. Dick. Insulting you. To your face. Take back the compliment. I deserve that. I'm gonna say I deserve that. Although, because I just don't want to make an enemy of her. I like the bard. Yeah, you did. Yep. She says, did you have something else to ask, or can I keep playing? What are you voting? Yeah, I'm gonna ask that. That's a question. Why do you ask? I'm learning about politics. Okay, but you do see how you asking that is a bit, what do you say, pointless? Why do you say that with so much aggression? No, it's not. It is. If a city cleric comes up to someone and asks them for their political opinion, it would take a very special kind of person to not just say what the cleric wants to hear. What I want to hear. Yeah, you have a bias, obviously. Biased? You're smooth, a slick cat. You just say what you need to say, no bias in that. You mean the whole working for the city thing? That's no biggie. She holds out a claw with a confused expression on her face. So getting money from one of the electoral powers won't make you biased? That doesn't mean I like their politics. Really? Then what is your politics? Be careful now. If you get it right, she might grant you more information. Ah, this charade. You know exactly who should rule. Of course. I think I should be in charge. A laugh escapes her. You become even more of an arcanist. Oh shit, I don't know if this is the way. But I think I should be in charge. Yeah, that's my political stance. Okay? Wow, okay, why not? She thinks it's ridiculous for now. Can I keep playing now? That's all for now, I guess. Okay, bye. Well, bye-bye then. And we're gonna leave her to her own devices, or more like own instruments. Let her play. That was a nice conversation. We didn't bother her at all. At all. We did get a new quest. I think that was from the angel, right? When we tried to flirt with her. That was something. I get really easily lost in that questing. I don't even know how to call it. I wanted to say tree, but that's clearly not a tree. Coin Lord's Meat. Class conflict. Take root. Interesting. Oh, take root as in the druidic power? I'm gonna try it. We'll see what's gonna happen. They must have realized by now. You're not just some government goon. You are... Of course not. I'm the cleric. That's right. The one and only. Norvik's protector and hero of the downtrodden. The cleric! This is your calling. Your duty. Your life. Since you joined the Earthguard to make sense of this unruly life of yours, it is your calling. This is where you found your zealotry, your love for the city, your meaning in life. I'm gonna feel clerical. I'm gonna feel so clerical. There are other trails as well. Ones more in tune with your natural inclination. Ah, of course, all that druid craft. Yes, you have shown promise as a primal caster. A friendly local druid. There's also a choice you could make in the coming years. One that would suit your demeanor well and potentially grant you access to healthy friendships. Come on, really? Have you seen your dance moves? I have actually. Feel it, believe it. Oh yes. The only logical path here is obviously that you beautiful, dumb, lovable brute, you are a bard of the greatest magnitude. A bard that will bring great art into this world, to seek the grandest lore and use it to fine-tune your performance. Primarily for the sake of gaining love and admiration and respect and all that good shit. And so on. Well, tell me more about lore-seeking bard. We have a lot of charisma. It kinda makes sense to go this way. You really should improve your dance moves if you wanna make this your main thing, so observe and learn. Lore-seeking bard. Your behold checks are rolled with an extra proficiency. Additionally, you gain an extra proficiency in flirting rolls. Ooh. Okay, what's the cleric gonna give me? With that name as your pride, you will keep going through divine, sacred magic. Your healing spells are increased by extra proficiency. Your heals can also be increased by your strength modifier instead of your wisdom. That's not gonna help me out too much. My strength is not really that big. What about the friendly local druid? Spend more time in the great outdoors. This is the first step. Extra proficiency in rolls when in natural habitats. This includes outside areas, overgrown areas, and caverns. Moist holes also count. Well, I'm not gonna spend time in moist hole, but I can make a choice. And yes, you know, come on, I'm gonna be a lore-seeking bard. There we go. Now you can start getting this show on the road. Just take it one step at a time, alright? 200 XP, wow. No need to rush into anything. That might just end up being embarrassing. Feel like you have found yourself. Well, that's just great. I didn't know we have those kind of things happening. Is that also... Oh, forgo feat. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, I just wanted to close that window. So we have the lore-seeking bard right now. We can technically forgo it. We only have 1 point in bard. So I'm assuming we can also become like rogue and all the other stuff connected to certain attributes that we have. Is there any place that technically we could get some stuff? I don't think that's the case. I think it would be highlighted somewhat. If that was the case, there's nothing here that would be highlighted right now. So I think that's it, basically. Let me check my... Spellbook is not that much important. We have the spells prepared. We have hit points. Well, it's 18. That's much better than it was at the beginning of the game. 92 coins. That's important. A lot of different kind of shit that we're carrying with ourselves during our travels. I still don't know what's deep storage, honestly. Maybe we'll learn at some point, not right now, though. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for tuning in, for watching me play Esoteric Ebb. If you enjoyed yourself, please subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing if you did. And as always, we're gonna hear each other soon in the next episode. Take care and have a great day, guys. Cheers!